Hello, everyone. Welcome to Royal Black and Elite. I'm Lady Trinette Wilson. I want to thank everybody for joining me as we talk about Cultural Friday. And today's subject is going to be about two cases that are currently occurring. One is for Courtney Clenney and one is for Karmelo Anthony. I want to give you an update about what's happening with that. But let's go back to Courtney because there's been a lot of conversation within the Black community regarding the sentences and the disparity between the two. So I want to bring some understanding as far as what my research has revealed and talk about how we can do better in the future for this. But in particular, with this Courtney Clenney case, I remember when this first happened back in April of 2022. She was accused of poking Christian Obamasali, which was her boyfriend, until his life was gone. Now she claimed that he was abusive and that he was hitting on her, but video came out to show that she was herself also allegedly abusive. Whatever happened that day, she hurt him that day. And next thing you know, she's in Hawaii. And that's where she did get arrested. Now, she pled guilty to manslaughter and she was sentenced to 6 years with 5 years probation and time served. So it sounds like to me if she got sentenced to 6 years, she went to jail in 2022. It's 2026. So she will be getting out soon, you all. She really will. And, there was a lot of conversation when this first happened because Obamasali was not an FBA or a foundational Black American. In fact, he had put up many videos disparaging Black Americans. So many Black Americans and women in particular kind of turned their back on this issue, not feeling sorry for the young man, if you will, and not really wanting to see justice in the case because of how ugly he had been allegedly toward Black women. But I thought it was interesting that a lot of Black men that I hear in them talking about Black women and their interaction with them. Oftentimes they say we are sassy, we are disrespectful, and we are confrontative. However, this Courtney Clenney case proved a lot of that to be untrue. Untrue because this woman, now I'm not saying that there are no Black women that are not confrontational, but what I'm saying is this dream that these other races of women will not hurt you, will not put your hands on you, it's really misguided. It's unfounded. This woman hurt this man, and not only that, not only will they hurt you, but they won't go to jail very long for it, brothers. So this case, this instance that Black women are so horrible and this and that, this case proves that not only do we not hurt our brothers, that oftentimes we do not. We will put up with a lot of stuff as Black women so that our men will not be hurt or go to jail. But this woman, she hit him several times, she hurt him, and ultimately took his life. And she only got 6 years for it. So leave your comments down below. How do you feel about this case? And I know that some will put, I don't really care because he's not FBA or because he talked badly about women. But whenever you lose, or someone loses their life, especially in this manner, I would like to know your comments down below. Is 6 years enough for someone's life? And I don't care what he did. He lost his life. Is 6 years enough? Now let's move on to Karmelo Anthony. So there's a lot of question as to why did she get 6 years and Karmelo got 35 years when they were the exact same crime, basically. And I would even say that in Courtney Clenney's case, she was being the aggressor. And I mean a very big aggressor. So I really think even with the plea deal she should have received more time. But please let me know down below. 6 years is not enough for someone's life. Now, when we look at Karmelo Anthony's case, and by the way, you all, August, there's getting ready to be a upcoming hearing on August the 19th here in Collin County over the judge, John Roaches Jr. Will he be recused from the case? So that's one court case that's coming up. Another one is coming up on August the 19th, and this one is to throw the verdict out and have a new trial. So these are the moves that his new lawyer have been making in order to bring the case back up. So that's where that is with him. But what you see in his case is that he got 35 years. Now, why did he get 35 years? Well, one reason is because he pled not guilty and he went to court. He went to trial. After going to trial, that opened him up, of course, to even life in prison, a longer sentence than if he had a plea bargain similar to what this young lady, Courtney Clenney, did. His lawyers did not take this to a plea bargain. I don't know. I was not in the room to see or to hear if they even offered him a plea bargain. They didn't even put him up on the stand. And there was a lot of talk that he had been jumped, that there was an altercation before the poking took place. However, these things were not brought up during his trial. They did not bring forth not one witness who testified under oath. I know we have a lot of people talking on the internet, but when it came down to paper, when it came down to holding their right hand up on the Bible, these people did not come forth. So as a result, he went through the entire trial, and at the end of the trial, and y'all listen, it did not take them long to find him guilty on all charges on the first degree murder. Now, they did offer the manslaughter after words as a plea, not a plea, but as a choice for the jury to choose from, but they did not choose a manslaughter. They went all the way with the first degree murder. That's why he got 35 years. So when we see the case come back up, what my expectations are, you tell me down below. Will the judge be recused? Let's start there. Will Judge John Roach Jr. be recused? And number two, on the August the 19th case, will it be tossed out? So those are the two things that we're looking for the Karmelo Anthony case, because if these two are in essence the same exact crime, and again, I would say Courtney Clenney's was allegedly even worse because she was being aggressive, but she claimed self-defense and she claimed that he had been abusive. So these are the claims that she made, but she did make a plea deal, and she did say that she did poke the young man. So that was what she did. On Karmelo's end, from the beginning, he has claimed self-defense, just like her. He has claimed self-defense. However, when he went to court, again, they didn't even call him to the stand. Now, why? Because they said it would open him up to some things in the past. So, y'all, these court cases were extremely horrible. It is sad to see that these are both young people who have passed away at the hands of two other young people, and the disparity toward this black man. He had bad representation, allegedly, in my opinion. I was not a part of his legal team, but just looking at everything that happened, it was sad. He should have pled out. He should have pled to manslaughter, and he would have got probably a similar, maybe, hopefully, I don't know, sentence as Courtney got as well. So that's just my opinion. All of this, of course, is my opinion, but living here in Dallas, seeing this case up close and personal where Karmelo is concerned, this is my opinion on that. And as far as, this Courtney Clenney, you all black men, listen, you can go to all these other races. You can do whatever it is you want to. I don't have a dog in this game. I've been married for 36 years. All of my daughters are pretty much married. My son is married. So marriage is something that we do in our family. But we do it out of love and respect and partnership. Not out of race. Not out of looking to other people outside our race to find solace. Because it's not there. It's the person that you are with that will determine how peaceful or the lack of peace that you will experience in your relationship. So I'd like to get away from all of this brother saying, I don't date black women because they this, because you can see this woman took this boy's life and got very little time for it. So you all leave your comments down below. Don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe. I'd like to push this video out so that this conversation can be had more. Did he, was he treated differently because he was an FBA and because his girlfriend was white? I want to know that down below. What do you think? So I want to thank you for joining me. You remember, today is all about education and entertainment purposes only, and the Fair Act use is in effect. Now, continue to learn. Y'all keep on clicking. Keep on clicking. I want you to continue to learn. And I want to thank my members. They're flowing there on the screen. So you all have a great day, and thank you for watching another great episode of Royal Black and Elite.